Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about a brand new trailer we got for The Walking Dead Season 11. This was the latest Thursday reveal, and it was pretty much like another trailer. And they just released one last week, which was the Comic-Con trailer, and we got a bunch of new footage in this one. So I'm excited to talk about it. We're going to go through this trailer and break it down shot by shot. Obviously, general spoiler warning in case you are not caught up with the show. And then also, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe because, I mean, it's here in it's like just a few weeks, and season 11, the final season, is here. I'm so excited. So be sure to subscribe as we have a lot of content coming up leading up to the show, and then obviously, you know, when the show airs, reviews, breakdowns of trailers, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that being said, let's get into the video. Alright, so I love the Comic-Con trailer. I have like a full trailer breakdown. I mean, that was a long one. If you go check it out on the channel, it was like 30 minutes long. I broke down that trailer. This one's shorter, so it's not going to be as long, but yeah, so I'm absolutely loving the tone of these trailers, and I think hopefully, you know, that's going to be the tone of this season, you know, with the Commonwealth and the Reapers especially, because they seem to have brought like a whole other level of terror and fear and horror. Like this, it's insane. Just like seeing their scenes in the trailer, you know, gives me chills. But getting into it, so we have Eugene here, and he's being interrogated by two Commonwealth soldiers. And we actually hear the Commonwealth soldier. She says, "We are auditors of the Commonwealth. You are under level 1 assessment." Alright, so a couple of things here with this scene. So first of all, level 1 assessment. So it looks like there's going to be like multiple interrogations and stuff like that. And you know, the Commonwealth, they're a huge community, so I'm sure they're going to be questioning them a lot. But also, another thing I want to talk about is how a lot of these trailers and teasers are putting a lot of focus on Eugene. So I think Eugene is going to have a pretty big role with the Commonwealth. I mean, he is the one who had the connection with Stephanie, and that's what led everyone to the Commonwealth. So you know, I think that's why there's a lot of focus on him. But I'm excited to see more Eugene for sure. There wasn't too much of him in the extra 6 episodes. I mean, I don't even think he was in the extra 6 episodes. So there's a lot of characters who, you know, we haven't seen in a while. So I'm excited to see their stories. We also have shots of Yumiko, Ezekiel, and Princess. So, you know, everyone is getting interrogated by them. You got Mercer here. Remember, he's like one of the leaders, one of the Commonwealth soldiers, high-ranking soldiers. You got this is the scene I was talking about. Like Eugene gets pinned down here, and this is interesting to me because, well, first of all, he says, "What if we don't pass inspection?" And then it shows us this scene. So I think it kind of answers that by showing us. But also, the scene is interesting to me because of the setting and the characters. So you can see Mercer's leg there, so you know he's going to be there. But then look at the person on the right. Who is that? They're wearing a skirt. And also look at the room. This is like some sort of room with a radio, and maybe multiple radios, it looks like. So I wonder if this is Stephanie. Or maybe they brought Eugene in here because they're trying to get him to call back to Alexandria because they want to learn more about, you know, where they came from. So maybe that's what's going on here. But this is a different room than, you know, the room they were getting interrogated in. I think, you know, I could be wrong. Well, maybe it's the same room. I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make is that you can see these radios here. They brought in Eugene. So maybe they're trying to get Eugene to, you know, call back. And then we get into the Reapers part of the trailer. So the Reapers are truly terrifying. They are a scary group for sure. I mean, they might even be scarier than the Whispers. I don't know. I mean, it's too early to tell, obviously, but just looking at these trailers, they look scary. But you can see the Reapers here. It's like dark. You got their masks. They also hung up walkers. So, I mean, I don't know if these walkers are people that the Alexandrians know or something. I don't think so. I mean, they don't look familiar to me, and they look like walkers. I mean, they look like decayed walkers, not like fresh walkers or anything like that. but I think this scene might be like a build up to a battle potentially, because you got the whole group here, and I'm pretty sure in another teaser trailer, like we had a scene of the Alexandrians also around the same location. So I think that this is probably a build up to a battle. And then you got Maggie here, and she's talking to someone explaining like who they are. Like she's like, the people who attacked us, by the time you see them, you're already dead. So, well, I mean, damn, I mean that's a scary thought. Like I don't know why Maggie is telling people this. I mean, she's just being like straightforward with them. Like these are, by the time you see them, you're already dead. So I mean, that's pretty terrifying to think about. And then we have this scene of a Reaper with Dog, and you got Daryl here. So obviously Daryl is trying to get his dog back. But this scene specifically, so this scene was actually also in the trailer, and I saw a lot of people talking about how this could potentially be Leah. Or was it Leah or Leah? I think it was Leah. And I think it's possible, I definitely do. Especially with that connection with Dog. So, that would be quite a turn. I wonder if, I mean, she obviously can see Daryl, so like she would know it's Daryl. But I wonder if she would like help out Daryl in the group, when, which I think it's a great theory. I think it's possible for us to see Leah anyways because it's the final season, and that story was sort of left open. Like we don't know what happened to her, so we'll see. Next, we got some walkers. They're walking up to Alexandria. So it's always great, I think, when walkers are, still a problem in The Walking Dead. Because sometimes, they're not. I mean, they're what started everything. So I think they should be more of a problem than sometimes they are. You got Carol here, and you got the group like holding, the wall and stuff like that. And Carol, I think Aaron in the next scene, Aaron's like, Alexandria needs us, and then he says, you're leaving to fight ghosts. So I wonder if he's saying that to Carol because, I mean, I think it's possible because, I mean, that scene just a second ago, it looked like Carol was leaving. She wasn't really into the, she wasn't holding the wall with the group as well. But also in the main trailer, like Carol was crying. So maybe she's like going through something. Not exactly sure what he means by ghosts. Like maybe it's just Carol thinking about her past or something like that. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. It could also potentially be referring to the Reapers. Maybe Carol wants to go help out the group because the group is underground, in the tunnel. And I didn't see Carol in a lot of those images. So I think maybe, she was back in Alexandria and she wants to go help out. So maybe it's also referring to the Reapers. You got somebody pulling up a Whisper mask. Well, I say Whisper mask, but it's pretty like a Walker mask. I only say Whisper mask because the Whispers are using those. So I think it might be Maggie because in the main trailer we did see Maggie wearing a Walker skin. So maybe she's using it to blend in. I mean, that's something they've done for a while. I mean, not the skins, but like, blending in with the Walkers. They've done that before, but maybe they learned something from the Whispers and maybe they're going to use this to their advantage against the Reapers because I do think this is Maggie who's doing this. And then here's my favorite part of the trailer. So we have the group in the tunnel underground and they hear something and Daryl's like, Daryl tells everyone to like shush, to be quiet. And we hear someone like groaning. I mean, it's honestly, it sounds like a monster. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it doesn't even sound like a human. And I'm pretty sure it's the Reapers, which makes them more scary. I mean, I guess technically it could be something else. Like, it could be like an animal or... I mean, I guess it could be a walker, even though it doesn't really sound like a walker. It sounds like maybe someone's actually making that noise, so we'll see. But I think it has to do with the Reapers. But yeah, pretty scary stuff. And then Negan has a great line at the end of the trailer referring to it. So, but before we get to that, we have like a bunch of quick action shots. So we have Rosita killing a walker. So this is remember, like Rosita, Lydia, Maggie, and Carol. They're also going to be at the military base, the one that Daryl was talking about at the end of season 10. You got Carol here with her bow. You got Connie. Remember, Connie is running away from someone. Like, someone's going after Connie. She's with Virgil right now, but I assume it's also the Reapers going after her, because I don't know if they would add another group. Like, we already have the Commonwealth and the Reapers. Would they add another group going against Connie? I mean, I don't think so. So I think it's probably just the Reapers. You got Judith here. You got a shot of Yumiko. We talked about this one in the trailer. And I talked about this also in my Commonwealth Explained video, but this is the Wall of the Lost. So Yumiko obviously I think is like looking around, and maybe she finds someone she knows, but she's also wearing the suit. So I'm sure she took that from someone to blend in. And then you got Daryl using a gun here, like he's in the subway fighting some walkers, which is kind of weird. And I say it's weird because like, I mean, I'm sure Daryl has used a gun before. Like the show has been on for 11 years, so I'm sure there was, at one point or another he has. But I'm just so used to him using his bow and arrow that seeing him hold a gun like this just, I don't know, it just doesn't look natural. But anyways. Next we see Maggie fighting a Reaper, and look at this Reaper, look at the mask. I mean, this is like a terrifying mask, with the skull. Look at the weapon, and then look at the setting, like they're in the woods, it's dark, so The Walking Dead is going like full horror on us, and I love it. And then you got that line from Negan, so this is referring to that scene where they heard that scary noise in the subway station. Negan's like, that is God telling us to turn around. So, yes, he is the voice of reason in this situation. I think he's like, no, we gotta get out of here. Because like, yeah, that's a pretty scary noise. Commonwealth, you got Lance, you got some Commonwealth soldiers, and then we also have this scene real quick. I think that's Maggie standing there, potentially a battle with a Reaper. There's some weapon that has some blood on it. That was the trailer we got. Another trailer, lots of new footage in there. Some footage we have seen before, but some new ones as well. You guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about all of this? Let me know what you think about the Commonwealth and the Reapers. Definitely excited for this upcoming season. Remember, like I said, we're going to have a lot of videos leading up to the season, and then when the season, airs, reviews, breakdowns, all that kind of stuff. So be sure to subscribe if you are a fan of the show to be kept up to date with all that kind of stuff. I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know again your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Please take care, and I'll see you guys soon.